Alright, I think everything looks good. Kind of played around with the lights a little bit. Um, that becomes a distraction, let me know. But hey, I'm Random Chaos. This is your first time joining me. I like to build in Fallout. I'm going to actually be starting the recording. Yeah, now. Perfect. And yeah, so I like to build kind of this darker mystic theme. Um, in my last three videos, part 1, part 2, and part 3, I worked in the abandoned mine shelter. Keep looking back because that's the shelter before this one. That one's meant to be kind of like an entrance, and this one is supposed to be also like an entrance, but we got a courtyard here, which leads to a throne room. And I did mess with this since yesterday's video. I'll be posting that here soon. I think I'm going to do both these videos at the same time. Maybe space them out, but um, I did not mean to go this far without recording. So that, I don't know, I want to have content for you guys, and like while I'm doing all the cool stuff, it's late at night. I'm not necessarily feeling like I want to stream or talk. So maybe I should start just recording the footage and posting that for those of you that enjoy that part of the content, the build aspect, and the things you can learn. So realize that these lights on these statues look really cool. I'll go over the blue and red theme later, but to basically summarize it, it's a path that you must take within the temple. But we're going to finish up this shelter before we even go to the temple. So I have a feeling that the video for the vault lobby will only be a two-parter. So this is the second part. And I really used some budget yesterday with these wings and this archway. If you can see what I did with the frost knot mask, kind of became a happy accident. Now it is a little hideous in the sense of like, if you don't have something behind the armored figure, but if you have that guy up against the wall, I could see that being really cool. Especially Abe Lincoln here. There's an energy, there's an aura about it, and you can't get that anywhere else. You can't. Look at that. This is Fallout. Can't get it anywhere else. Made these guys too. I really like them. Did this with the swords, so it's the same lights here on the statue, but just on the swords. And then I made sure that I clipped it in a way that it got darker on the curved end, to where it like almost like starts to merge through it. This one turned out really good. I could try, but I don't want to mess it up. Ended up giving myself a radio wall. Everybody loves one of these. Alright, one turn. I'll end up putting stuff on the table. I was thinking about taking off these frost knot mask guys and putting them back and keeping them as structural columns. Yeah, I'll just do that now. I like it. It's just in this case, it's clipping through the archway, and I don't necessarily like that. So I'd kind of rotated these guys forward a little bit. So I'm going to bring him back to their designated spots. except him. Okay. And you. What's in front of me? Oh. Oh, I'll have to explain the cockroach thing. It's not a cockroach problem. They're my friends. Okay. That's looking good. Just walk around. This one looks super cool too. Oh, did I even show the... I didn't give it like an expedition or exposition. My bad. But I like the Minotaur. I like the Auga too. Kind of like he's bowing his head. Alien sick. Probably going to utilize that again in another shelter. Just kind of thinking ahead here. That ended up being pushed forward. Eek. This is really lined up. That's just how it's going to have to be. We're going to have to move things anyway, so... because this will not be placed right the first time. Oh. Never doubt yourself. So what was really cool about placing all this is I had all this placed, and then I was like, wow, I do not like the floor at all. With snap mode, and I know that guy's on it. And this rebuilding, like, the fact that I can just place this down whenever I want is insane to me. Ooh, okay. So I've been trying to cut out the Mothman parts of my cult. Almost like redecorating it all. So we're gonna do that now. I just saw it. Unfortunately, I lost it. The menu must have changed. Not changed, but when I went past it, it probably reset. There we are. It didn't. I'm just blind. So I'm a big advocate of these metal busts. Don't know if this one's really gonna work, but I will try something. You know, I like to push the relax settings as much as I can. In the sense that I hope it offers me some sort of like reward. And that reward, in my eyes, is just something that hasn't been done before. So I kind of like those lips on the bottom, so I'm going to keep them. Drag that back. And then do it one more time. But cover the nose. Bring the head back. Then you're like, what the fuck? See? I can't say I've seen anybody do that yet. You know, it's it's not really that cool, but it's unique. I mean, just get weird with it. You don't have to do something that, you know, only makes sense to you. You can really do anything and allow people's imagination to kind of go wild with the things you build. I mean, I had somebody actually message in one of my shorts that they completely understood, and like I hadn't explained it, but they completely understood what I was going for in my abandoned mine shelter, dealing with the Jersey Devil in the time machine. Sorry. Perfection Aquak, and it keeps jumping back. I'm a big fan of that. Okay. I think you can tell. That's not half bad. And if anything, I do wanna test something. So we place no. So when I test things, I usually like to line the item up with me as best as possible, and really never try to do any diagonal movements on the D-pad or the sticks, because it really brings you to a place where you can't get back to. So if I go up, I could just go back down and almost land directly on this spot. So I say that because, like, what if I wanted to be a little different? Elongate his head a little bit. Okay. And then you get on the side of the object. You want to try to get it as perfectly on the side as possible. And starting at the top is usually my thing, is you then move to the side, and you kind of want to be strict about moving to the side. So make sure nothing's there. Once again, look at that horizontal line, and then shift back to a good spot. And I did move forward there for a sec, so I'm just going to restart. It's always okay to restart. So we're going to have this. Got to grab, it's this piece. Inching forward. And then have this one drive a little further back. And I don't know if you noticed, but I just turned a little bit. That is something you do not want to do. That's not the one. This one. See, and now I just gave him this like little Alien versus Predator head. Hold on. Let's exaggerate it, because we do get this good round top, so we're able to push that boundary. Boom. Boom. And I said I want to push it, so I'm going to bring this one back a little bit. And we're just increasing that offset. And now there is a problem with this. So when I raise an object, it's going to rotate like a sphere. So if I raise it up, it's going to keep the same distance, the same radius between me and the object. So it's going to almost have an arc. And we don't necessarily want that if we're trying to line things up. So I bring it, I bring it just about to the height that I wanted at. And then I step back just ever so slightly. And usually, like, if you place everything down already, you just want to get that piece that you're holding in front or behind the object that's in front of it. And you kind of see that the pieces I have do like a stair step backwards. And yeah, that does mean that the object is moving back, but ultimately it kind of helps you gauge exactly where your piece is away from you. So yeah, so I really like that spot. Place it there, and like here you kind of see the discrepancies, and you're going to have those. Like, don't be discouraged. I'm gonna fix that back one and kind of just leave it, but because this isn't staying. So now, if I wanted, I can give my entire camp Prometheus vibes. Like, look at that, isn't that sick? So, I don't know, like, play around with it, because like, these small things are pretty cool. And like, I literally just thought of this. Like, just use your imagination with some of these things. You'd be really surprised, like, where it takes you. Look, like I would keep that. Like that is sick. Like I won't keep it there, but like that idea is like unheard of. Like I've never seen this before in Fallout. So I am going to complete the other eye. Whoa. See now like this is going into like some Shiva God lore. Wow. Let's see. That is sick. So this front head must have been either turned or whatever, but I'm just gonna turn it back. Going to turn this head. And what's cool about like things that you can get up close like this, like making it symmetrical, is super easy. So like that, it's like okay, like oh these are too close, so I just gotta, oops, I gotta step back. Just gotta rotate it out a little bit, and sometimes I rotate it more than I need to, just in case. Just so I can go back and like see exactly how I'm placing it. But yeah, so, and honestly, I would need to raise this one, bring them up and out. Yeah. Not really, actually. I want... yeah, it doesn't really matter, but... one. Oh, it does. It's crazy how different this is. I brought that out. So that's cool. You get serious eyes, and then these ones on the side end up like looking sad, almost. The Great Judge. And I don't know if you realize, but this one's angled out further than that one. So I'm just going to stand in the middle, right? Grab it. And just kind of like keep pushing it out, pulling it back until you kind of get that same angle. And I'm getting pretty close there. I'm going to rotate just a little more, because I'm also going to have to move the object away so I can line it back up with the eye. Almost something like that. Yeah. See, now everything looks a little better here. If anything, I would attempt to make sure that this one's the most forward-facing, because these two all seem to be somewhat on the same playing field. But yeah, from here you can see that the angles are all completely different. They're not congruent at all. Like if anything, that one's perfect, and this one needs to be just rotated like that. And then this one is not perfect, so you rotate it in, bring this one out. And doing this from the top-down view, yeah, you can't see what's going on the face, but you could do that back down on ground. So we know we don't need to rotate this one on at all, so just find its new home. Same way. in. That didn't do shit. Ooh. That's baller. Like even just like these 5 heads, it's still not right. I'm just gonna be super picky at this point. I have no reason to. I'm deleting it. It's okay. It's okay. I'll remember it. It's gonna be. Oh, it just came up with a whole another idea already. Build a robot out of heads. And then you throw on. Oh, whoops. Free mode wasn't on. Oh, come on. How am I still on Clyde? Oh. Oh man, that's another one. Then I could put a banner. Then I could build out his chest a little more. Oh, oh, oh. Look how sick that looks. Okay. So now I know I can do a mech with just these headpieces. And probably make it look really, really cool. So noted. One of these next shelters is going to be amazing. Alright, we need to get back to work. How much time have I wasted? I haven't wasted any time, actually. I think I deleted that already on the other side. Whoops. Okay. Let's call that good for now. We kind of want to work on this. Whoa! Is this where I'm gonna have it? I think I'm gonna do the mech. Literally right here. It's almost perfect. The perfect spot for like somebody sitting and like almost looking down on the person who just now stumbled in to the gate. Almost like, oh, you're reading the first judge. Oh, okay. Hold on. So I want, wow. See, my ideas just kind of come to me as I go. I wish I could control it a little more, but. So we're gonna need some way, because if I place anything, stop. If I place anything here, it's going to be dark because of all this contrasted light behind it. But it'll be interesting. Ah, shit. Has that not been lined up this whole time? Who cares? Ooh. Let's give our boy. And see, I'm not even gonna choose to use the same methods as before, I'm going to treat these like a little angle. What's that? Not angle ruler. What are those called? Like artist rulers that almost help you line up your angle and either match the angle or do the complete opposite angle to equal 360. I don't know. Okay, kind of turned a little bit on that one. We're here for perfection. Oh yeah? Perfection? You got that gap? The one they call perfect. Alright, sometimes you gotta drop it down. Bring it up. Okay. So 3 is pretty cool. But you know, we're gonna go for the full 6. Keep in mind, my joystick should really be moving super slow. But, you know, they never do. Kind of happy with the angle. The height will be wrong. Huh. Height is pretty darn near close. So raise it more than you need. Drop it. Okay. Well, I'm starting to think that, no, I got it. I got it. I got it. I was starting to get a little doubtful there that this was the right angle at all for exactly what I'm trying to do. Line up those lines. Now I just wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm there. Wrong. 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 But never give up. Never ever give up. Something like that is not the end of the world. Boom. Okay, so now you just need to adjust things just a tad. So I'm going to rotate this one out and then wiggle back a little bit. All that good. And now, play around. So my goal is to be able to bring this back down. Have another face here. Darn. It won't be centered. That's okay. So I always push things further back so that I'm able to bring it up and out. I gotta get centered with the object first. Holding A. And rotate a little bit. Bring it down. forward again. I'm getting close. That's probably it. Actually, I like that one more now. Alright, so I brought it back further than I need on purpose. And I'm pretty sure this just needs to be rotated in just a little more again. It's really, really close. But now, of course, I like that one more. Sick. Okay. So basically, right here I'm gonna build his butt. Oh, I'm in free mode, but it's gonna be weird. Almost. Come on. So now with the furthest one. I'm gonna spread them out a little bit. This butt will have 3 main muscle groups. It's like every butt, right? Whoa. Oh, shit. Definitely messed that up. This is a problem with not having the ability to go do anything vertically anymore, Bethesda. Take away my ability to press that one A button. You just destroyed my world. Oh, man. Maybe that's it. That close. That's it. Okay. Same playing field. Just gonna place them and then adjust it. So when I post this one, There'll probably be some work done afterwards to just like tidy it up, but I'll do a little walkthrough video for that, where I literally just walk through it. So nothing fancy, just planning ahead, letting you know. Communication. Alright. So you do something weird to where you almost line back up with it. You know, maybe this was a bad idea, but I'm hopeful. Don't like that I had to raise that. No, still pretty good, actually. That's wrong, though. So this needs to be there. Well, that might be perfect. And this one I see my pattern now. Needs to be somewhere around there. Look at that butt. Dang. Oh man, I need to get life. Yeah, let's not have the nose sticking up right there. Boom. Check the time. Alright. Got about 20 more minutes. Almost had to round off the butts. Ooh. I think that works. Corner part into there. Second rivet on the inner square. Corner part there. Corner part there. Second rivet. Must be somewhat close. See what you can do with these shapes. I think it's kind of crazy. Haha. Huh? Oh, I brought it up, not back. Go horizontal with everything. Kind of takes away from the crack. Alright, sorry. Which way was I building that ass? Super smart guy. Oh my god. I could be this stupidest. Oh man, oh man. I'm so dumb. There's always this need and this want to just, do you know how long I spent on that? Let's build down. In the end he might not even need a butt. Actually always place the center one first. Just so I don't have to do work twice. I like how it shifted anyways. I wanted to rotate back. That might have almost been perfect. Ah! Rotate. Only move. Gotta find the perfect line. Doesn't look like. Doesn't make him look like Sid the Sloth. Ooh. Alright. It's time to start adding some thickness. Give him that Dorito shape. That'd be cool if I just kind of built it out. Kind of like what I was doing over there. So you place the first one. And you get the second one a little behind it, slightly above it. kind of up to you if you want to try to make it mesh well or not. But oh, that's wild. Alright, so that gives you confidence to bring this face up and out. Up and out. Want to share the same eye. That'll be it. I got lost there. That might be it. So in that case, it's not that one, it's this one. That's it. Okay. Arm time. First, complete his shoulder. So back up, pull down, back up. Ooh, backed up way too much. Kind of see the spacing I have up there. And it's okay if it ends up being a little different. It's 3. And I'm going to actually pull down just a little less. Pull back. I am doing this at a downward angle. You're not going to want to work on angles. There we go. So that was 4 like that. I remember the angle. So I'm going to match it up to the bottom. 1. And then with these other ones, just going to adjust it. Just raise it ever so slightly. And then ultimately that's going to put this shoulder above. And I do feel like that could be more rounded. We can do that. Use this piece. Which will get closer. And that final piece. Actually, look at that. Look at that arm looks. So what I'm gonna need to finish the shelter is the Pittsburgh floodlights, which have like this red floodlight that honestly it's really intense. So I'm gonna put that light all down here, and then I think I'm going to end up either facing one from the side over on the statue because I don't want to mess with any of this green. That's still being decided. But I was thinking just now about tying this back to this machine and then using wait for it how much time do I have? 8 minutes. So we're not going to be able to finish the statue. That's okay with me. That means there will end up being a part 3, and I might just save that for me to... No, I'm not going to save that. Because I'm just going to work on it and then not post anything about it. So I got to get better. I will get better. But yeah, so I'm thinking about making this more like a cowls out, to where he's like a serpent, and it, like the serpent body goes back into the robot. Or statues. I don't know if this will work because of these stairs below. Let's see, I don't want. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's that base. The base is just too big. I can't rotate anything. Bethesda. Wait. Oh, come on. Just let me rotate it, please. What does that even do? Oh, that's right. The knee bends. So even if I was able to get it, Okay, I can see my... Can I please rotate the item? Please. Hold A. Oh no. Bethesda. Maybe if you throw something in the wall. So placing both of these down is the only way I could see myself being okay with placing this because of how the knee bends. Honestly, so far I'm okay with this. I do kind of see the angle that's at. Okay. Yeah. Gets it closer. I'm gonna speed run this next part. No, I'm not. I never even put down the other leg. The leg! Well, I actually never even. Able to put it that deep on that side? Why wouldn't I? Wow. Wow. I could put like a little planter there. That's something cool. Ooh. Okay, so. Hey, wait a sec. Hey, you're bending the wrong way, bud. Oh, of course, can't rotate anything. Which is great. Okay. Super smart guy. I'll tell you what. Okay, the fact that I can't turn anything. I don't really know what direction I have it. Place this as soon as it allows me. That's just great. I wanna scream and shout and let it all out. Scream and shout and let it out. Hey. Alright, now I need to find out how I did this. Boom. Boom. The inside leg is in. Boom. Inside leg is in. Correct. Shoulder pads of the gods. And still can't rotate anything. That's great. Oh my god, I can't rotate it again. So place it all willy-nilly and go back in. Dang, that might be nearly perfect. Alright. Spidey senses are tingling. At some point, the recording stopped. So, I do apologize. I'm going to stop it here. I added these lion pauldrons. Honestly, looks really, really cool. I am going to end up tying the body back to the with the lion statue. So that's how I'm going to end up tying back those the statue heads to the robot body behind it, is utilizing the lion. And I really like to use this because of the fact that we get two different pieces and they're both symmetrical. So then we can use it to almost like feel this figment of our imagination. But I am going to stop the stream now. As always, I really appreciate it. I know that this one we didn't necessarily get a lot done, but you got to see a little bit of what I did last night. And then you got to learn exactly how cool relax building is, especially if you keep an open mind. The amount of things you can merge is almost endless. So stay fresh out there, have fun building. Tune in next time, like and subscribe, comment below. Love to hear your ideas. And yeah, thank you. Peace.